I believe that all of us know that with this advent of these telenovelas, where people are shown the method of committing suicide, both hanging and then maybe self-inflicting gunshot wounds. Even sometimes some of them will use sharp-edged instrument to cut some veins. In fact, it's apart some veins on their body or some arteries, and then they bleed to death, taking excessive dosage of medication and all those things. And you can also, attest to the fact that with this advent of movies, these African movies, people also have seen how easy to commit suicide, especially these are the adolescents who are usually glued to some of these things, and they don't understand that some of these things that they do, and they trying to show us probably something, but of course the education is not well given to us. And then you look at what do you call it, Westernization. Westernization does not only sort of put stress on the young adults, but rather it shows them how to commit suicide. And these days, internet, mobile phones availability is also causing it, because sometimes you'll be probably be sitting in the comfort of your home, and somebody sends you something that seems to portray how to commit suicide. In fact, the Westerners are fond of committing suicide with the least provocation. So those are some of the reasons. In fact, some of them too are also is as a result of stigmatization. Women for some reason could not deliver, could not give birth, were being stigmatized. Diseases that were not well diagnosed. I know of some cases that I did autopsy. When later on I read through their history was that somebody somewhere diagnosed them of HIV. Meanwhile, the thing was not HIV. It was they had just written something different and didn't understand. So they thought that, how can I live with HIV? The stigma would attach to it, so he committed suicide. And so these are some of them. A lot of time, I did an autopsy on an elder woman about 70 years who was accused of witchcraft. And then the other, in fact, other family members were teasing her and all those things. Older woman, very old woman, but she committed suicide. So these are some of the things that I believe is accounting for some of these tendencies of one trying to, take his or her life in a manner that is not pleasant. Hanging, and then shooting oneself, cutting of vital vessels, taking of some overdose drugs, and so on and so forth, which of course, but of course, mind you, let us also know that there are some of these, so-called suicide that are maybe homicide. There are some people who can kill and then disguise it in a manner that if you are not careful, if you are not a pathologist, or if you are not somebody who is an expert in it, you may think that whoever is hanging on the ceiling, whoever is hanging on the tree, or any other place that you may find the person is one who has committed suicide. Some of them are just disguised. So we should also take note of that.
Okay.